Grüezi, welcome back. Unfortunately, I was away last week, so couldn't get a video out, but I'm back now. So we'll continue with Beatrix Potter's The Fairy Caravan, Chapter 7. Spring advanced. The caravan wandered along green ways. Primroses were peeking out at the edge of a coppice. The oak showed a tinge of gold. The wild cherry trees were snow white with blossom. Beech trees and sycamores were bursting into leaf. Only the ash tree remained bare as in midwinter. The ash is the last to don her green gown, and the first to lose her yellow leaves. A short-lived summer lady. On the topmost bare branch of an ash sat a throstle, singing loud and clear, so clear that he seemed to sing words. Fly here, fly here, fly here. Will he do it, will he do it? Shouted the throstle. Come a bob-link, come a bob-link, sky high, so, so, so. Oh, greenwood tree, sweet pretty Lee, warbled a blackbird softly. Spring is here, shouted the throstle on his tree-top. Zarifra and Tuppenny sat listening on a sunny bank below. Birds, sweet singers all, the coppice is full of birds. Hark to the blackbird and hawthorn, see his yellow bill. Now he pauses, waiting for an answering blackbird, far away in the woods. It reminds me of Bird's Place in spring. Where is Bird's Place, Zarifra? Listen while he sings his song again. The blackbird sang. A soft cloud dimmed the sunshine. A few large raindrops fell. The birds interrupted their singing and flew down onto the grass, all except little Dikey Sparrow, singing to his wife while she sat on her blue speckled eggs. Where is Bird's Place, Zarifra? Bird's Place, that I remember, was in Hertfordshire, long ago when I was young. Perhaps the elms and chestnuts have been felled. The passing swallows say the cedar is blown down. Bird's Place had been the garden of an old manor house. No brick, no stone was standing. But still the struggling damask rose bloomed, the garden flowers grew amongst the tall untidy grass. Currants and gooseberry bushes had run wild in the thicket. They bore the sweetest little berries that the blackbirds loved. No one pruned the bushes or netted them against the birds. No one except birds gathered the strawberries. That was scarcely larger than white wild strawberries of the woods. It was a paradise of birds. The outer side of the grove was bounded by a high, close lattice wooden fence, grey-green and lichen-grown, with rusty nails along the top that kept out village boys and cats. Birds and butterflies and flowers lived undisturbed in that pleasant green wilderness that had once been a garden. And in the middle of the mossy grass plot stood the glory of the garden, the great cedar. Its head towered high above the self-grown saplings of the grove. Its wide-spreading lower branches lay along the mossy grass, where orange-tipped butterflies flitted and red-tailed velvety bees gathered honey from the cowslip flowers. Spring following spring, a pair of missel thrushes built their nest upon a branch low down, and the ring-doves nested and cooed higher up. Starlings and nuthatches reared their broods in holes about the trunk. The great cedar was large enough for all. The grove was carpeted with flowers, ground ivy, forget-me-nots, blue periwinkle. Amongst the bushes grew peonies and sweet-smelling daylilies of the old garden, along with wild flowers, cow parslip, and little stitchwort that we call milkmaids, and pink ragged robin and cuckoo pint that is called lord and ladies, and everywhere primroses amongst the moss. There, in a nest thatched with brown chestnut leaves, I was born. I and my little dormouse sister and brother. What were their names, Zarifra? But Zarifra continued, Never, never, anywhere have I seen so many flowers or listened to so many birds. Even at night, when it was dark, and our mother had closed up the opening of our nest with plaited leaves and grass, even in the deep black velvety darkness came the low note of the bird. I do not think that the nightingale is actually sweeter than a blackbird's song, but it is weird and wonderful to hear it in the black silence of the night. There are no nightingales up here in the north, Tuppenny. There are bonny songsters nevertheless. Father Blackbird in the hawthorn bush made me think about Bird's place. Tell me about the nest and your little dormouse brother and sister. But Zarifra did not answer. She had fallen fast asleep, dreaming peacefully of springtime in Bird's place. Tuppenny, Tuppenny, called Jenny Ferret. Come and help me to spread the tea things underneath the caravan. Spring showers can be uncommonly wetting. Tuppenny, said Pony William, munching mouthfuls of grass between his words. Tuppenny, do not ask Zarifra questions about her dormouse sister and brother. She suffered from a distressing want of appetite when she first travelled with us. It is unwise to remind her of Adolphus. I am sorry. No, yes, certainly, twittered Tuppenny. I am not to... Who was Adolphus? Not to talk about. How many teaspoons will I fetch for you, Miss Jenny Ferret? Only 3 teaspoons this time, Tuppenny, for you, me, and Zarifra. Pony Billy does not use a spoon, and Paddy Pig drinks his tea without stirring, and Icky Shepster is not here, thank goodness. Where has he flown to, Jenny Ferret? Up and down and around about, scattering handbills to tell the little folk all about our circus show tomorrow in the morning early. Leaves were green leaves, veined and pencilled, like as if marked by leaf-tunnelling insects, but the birds and beasts of the woods and fields know how to read them. Mice, squirrels, rabbits and birds, as well as the larger farm animals, picked up the leaves, and we knew where to look for the circus. Danke. Thank you for coming today. Hopefully we'll get the next chapter out next week. See you then. Auf Wiedersehen.